Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving the honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Acha, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessing unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Alright, Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. And now, double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Alright, so as it says here, I'll start off with Proverbs 15 and 32. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. Okay? Now who's the greatest example of that saying, that honor before honor is humility? That's Yahushai. Just as pride cometh before the fall, okay, before the fall, the spirit of man is haughty. That's Esau Edom. That's a representation of Esau Edom. Okay, but as for before honor comes, before honor is humility. Yahushua is the greatest, the best example of it. Okay, as it says. In Philippians, I believe. Yeah, it says here in Philippians, and I'll start at 5. Let this mind be in you, which is also in Hamashiach Yahushai. The same mind. What is the mind that Yahushai had? His perspective, as we went into that lesson, I believe yesterday. The same mind that Yahushai was of complete obedience, complete submission to the will of Yahweh. Okay, just as it says, before honor is humility. Okay, before the reward. Okay, before salvation is obedience. Okay, in order for you to obtain salvation, you must be obedient to the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so let that mind, the same mindset, the same perspective that Yahushai had, we're supposed to have the like mindset. As it says, we have who had known the mind of Yahweh, but we have the mind of Yahushai. Okay, it says here, who being in the form of the Most High thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant to what? The will of the Lord. He made himself a servant to Yahweh. He made himself a servant to obeying his the law, statutes, and commandments, to obeying the will of the Lord. Okay, it says here, and was made in the likeness of man, and being found in the fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Wherefore the Most High also had highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Yahushai HaMashiach every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth. Alright? So that's what happened through the fact that Yahushai humbled himself. Okay, Yahushai humbled himself and he was exalted. Okay, so again, through that obedience, Yahushai was exalted. You see? So it says here in, I believe in Psalms 81 and I believe 13. It says here, Psalms 81 and 10. I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. Okay, as it says, eat the whole roll. Okay, we're supposed to eat the whole roll, which is the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, and as it says, he that eateth not of my flesh and drinking not of my blood has nothing to do with me. Okay, so without you partaking in this doctrine, you have nothing to do with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see? So it says here, but my people will not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. So I gave them up to their own heart's lust, and they walked in their own counsels. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I should soon have subdued their enemies, and turned my hands against their adversaries. The haters of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. He should have fed them also with the finest of the wheat, and with the honey out of the rock should I have satisfied thee. So if we had obeyed Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we would have been on top, as it says. It says here in let me see. Deuteronomy 28 and 13. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only. Okay, thou shalt be above only. Okay, if we obeyed Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we would have been above only, man. Okay, you see? And thou shalt not be beneath, if that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai thy power, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them. Okay, so basically, if we were to obey the commandments, if we were to be obedient unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we would have been rulers. Okay, you see, we would have been on top of these nations, man. We would have never went into captivity. We would never have to face punishment. Okay, but everything happened according to the will of the Lord. Okay, but again, that's just to prove that through obedience. Okay, we these nations cannot be over us, man. If we were to obey Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we would have been on top forever. Okay, the Lord would have subdued our enemies. The Lord would have destroyed them before our face, man. Okay, you see. So again, the obedience leads us to rulership. Obedience unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the fear of the Lord leads us unto rulership, man. Okay, before if we humble ourselves to the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we will be honored. Okay, you see, and that is why these heathens they only seek to cast us down from our excellency, push us away from the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, keep us away from this doctrine, from this knowledge. Okay, to keep us in a state of darkness. Okay, so that they can remain in rulership. Just as it says in Judith, I believe the 5th chapter, it tells us that we have a power that hates iniquity. Okay, but when then that Moabite, the Ammonite, Salakia, the Ammonite, I believe, he went through the history. He said, "Oh, the Lord did that for these people. He did this for these people." But when these people, his people, turned away from the Lord, he sent them into captivity. Okay, then they called upon his name. They humbled themselves. They asked for mercy. The Lord came and sent them saviors, gave them the land. Now they returned to the land. So the Ammonite gave them the whole breakdown, the whole story of the Israelites in that time. Okay, you see. But again, it's always through obedience, always through humbling ourselves to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that we were saved. Okay, and that we were set above these nations, man. There's no other way, man. Okay, the same way that Yahweh Shai is the best example of how he humbled himself and was exalted, we are also to humble ourselves, man. Okay, we are to the path that we're walking towards salvation is a path of sufferings, long suffering and endurance. Okay, so that we may be saved. Okay, you see. All right, but again, if we were to obey, and again coming back into this truth, coming back into this knowledge, repenting and seeking after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that's what leads us back to the path of rulership, back to that path of honor. Okay, to be honored in the sight of these nations, man. And this when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to beam up the elect, that's a great sign of honor. Okay, to be delivered out of destruction, while the rest they witness your exaltation, the wicked. They see that the Lord has accepted you as a worthy vessel to be saved, and while the rest they burned to death, or they suffered from the calamities and the evils that the Lord sends. You see, they're gonna witness it, man. That's a great honor. But that all starts with you obeying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, returning unto Him and then serving Him in truth and sincerity, in truth and in knowledge. Okay, and just as it says, I'm gonna end up with this. It says here in Baruch 3, and I'll start at 12, and this is speaking to the Israelites. Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. For if thou hast walked in the way of the Most High, thou should have dwelt in peace forever. Okay, we would have been on top. We would have been the head forever. Okay, and that's exactly what Yahweh Hashem Rashai will reestablish in the kingdom to come. As the Israelite will be changed and will have an immortal body and won't be able to go off anymore. We will be on top forever. Okay, we shall take the kingdom and we will reign with Yahweh Shai forevermore. Okay, and Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. We're a part of that number. You brothers and sisters watching and listening and striving for the truth, for the name of Yahweh Hashem Rashai, that we may be a part of that first fruit that inherit salvation on this first go round. Okay. And again, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Obedience leads unto salvation. Honor is, before honor is humility. All right. Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next lesson, shalom.